world in Golok Vrindavan, Radharani with associates of Lord and in accompanying with Lord himself doing so many pastimes. And just like in the movie, when we see actor, he does not perform all the time same thing, same role. Similarly, in Golok Vrindavan, the associates of Lord, they manifest in different forms and do the pastime. Why? To increase the taste of the pastime and to give bliss, to increase the bliss of Lord Krishna and his associates. Actually, Rupa Vishwanath Chakravarti, he said that actually Radha Kund is nothing, is just Prem Swarup. But if you see that qualities of Krishna, it also has four qualities like Vina Madhuri, Prem Madhuri, Rup Madhuri, and then Leela Madhuri. So there is, he says Radha Kund is Prem Swarup. So this Prem Madhuri in Krishna, I think, is coming from Radharani itself. So, but Rupa Goswami, he says Prem Swarup is he's filled with ecstasy of love of Radharani. And Rupa Goswami mentioned that Radha Kund is nothing but is a liquid form of Radharani. Radha Kund, I mean. Radha Kund is nothing is but the liquid form of Radharani. And it is filled with lot of love of Radharani itself. And Rupa Goswami further profusely discuss the glories of Radharani in the Nectar of Instruction, where Prabhupada illuminated in his purport very well. So actually Rupa Goswami he gives a hierarchy in different places that and shows that how exalted the Radha Kund is. And I will recite the verse. Yeah, text.
It's on the screen.
Vaikuntha janito varamudupuri tatrapi rasosavad Vrindaranyam udar pani ramana tatrapi govardhana Radha kundam ihati gokulpate Premamrita pravana Kuryat asya virajato giritate Sevam vivekinaka. Here actually Rupa Goswami is comparing the different places. First he says that material world, and he compares material world and Vaikuntha Dham. He says that better than material world is the Vaikuntha Dham. And then he says Vaikuntha Janito Vara Madhupuri. That better means superior to Vaikuntha is Madhupuri. Madhupuri means city of Mathura. And why? Because he says Janito. Janito means the Krishna appear in that there. And Tatrapi Rasosavad Vandaranyam. He said superior to Mathura is the forest of Vrindavan. Why? Because Rasosavad, because Krishna did lot of Ras Leelas there. Lot of Ras Leelas there, right? That's why it is superior to Mathura. Now, superior to Vrindavan forest is the Govardhan site, where Krishna has performed so many pastimes. And one of them is that lifting of the Govardhan hill. And Krishna lifted for 7 days that Govardhan hill on the left hand pinky finger, which also shows that generally our hand, right hand is stronger than our right hand is generally stronger than left hand, but Krishna shows here in the left hand he picked up for 7 days, and to protect his devotees, because Krishna always protects his devotees, because it is says in Gita 9:13 that Kontaya Patijanihi Name Bhakta Pranishti. Patijani, he declared actually that my bhakta never perishes. So that is, he says that. So now he said superior to Govardhan is the Radha Kund. Is that part of Govardhan which is known as Radha Kund. Why? Because it says Ihati Gokul Pate Prema Mrta Plavanath. Plavanath means overflooded by the nectar of love of who? Gokul Pate means Krishna. Krishna who Gokul Pate, yes, is that thing. So he's saying that Kuryad Asya Virajito Kare. He said that why not an intelligent person will not serve the Radha Kund when after knowing this glory, of these glories. So in these words, Rupa Goswami gives the hierarchy and shows that how exalted Radha Kund is. But it is actually very difficult to conceive. Why? Because of this material senses. Prabhupada always give class and he says that we are not this material body. But still we don't understand. So what to talk about Radha Kunda's glories, And as Rupa Goswami mentioned that Radha Kund is a liquid form of Radharani. In that regard, there is a pastime. There are several pastimes, but I will discuss one of them. That one time Krishna was in intense separation from Radharani. And he got the mood of actually Radharani and started chanting her own name just like Radharani is chanting. And he was chanting so much so that he acquired the form of Radharani. At the same time, Radharani in separation got the mood of Krishna and chanting her own name. And so much so that she also acquired the form of Krishna. So when she acquired the form of Krishna, then gopis went to Radharani to pacify her. At the same time, some gopis went to Krishna to pacify him. At that time, there was a voice from the sky came that you should chant Radha Krishna mantra and Radharani will appear in front of you. So he did that and Radharani appeared in front of him. And then at that time, the Krishna went to Radharani to profusely apologize because the pain he has caused to Radharani. And then he said that because of our separation and because of our tears which flows like rain, there is two ponds are formed. Inside Krishna said that pond formed by your tears, they will be named after your name as Radha Kund, and the pond formed by my tears will be known as Sham Kund. So thus Sham Kund and Radha Kund formed in spiritual world. Then Radharani took the bath in Radha Kund and she emerged into her original form. And gopis were very happy to see that Radharani is in original form and Krishna also acquired his own original form. Now to actually to facilitate and to nourish this pastime, that this Radha Kund also manifested in material world. And it happens to be on the day of Bahulastami. And Bahulastami, why it is known as Bahulastami, there is a pastime which I described. The Bahula is actually a name of a gopi and is also a name of a cow. So Bahula, one time Bahula was wandering in the forest when a tiger attacked her. And the tiger wanted to eat her. But she begged that give me some time because I had to feed my calf because he is hungry and is waiting for me. So she begged that I promise you that after feeding my calf, I will come again back to you. So that tiger uh, said, okay, he, the way she promised, he liked, and she said, okay, you can come back, I will wait here for you. So she went that Brahman place where she is residing with his calf, and then she told her calf that today you have to drink milk for your full satisfaction, because this is the last time I am feeding you. And then she told that the incident happened. So the calf said that, mother, you don't go. And calf happened to be a bull. So calf says, no, you don't go, I will go. And then it shows like everybody loves mother. So he said, but they were discussing about this, and then Brahman came to know that these people are arguing for what. So he came to know that this is the incident that the tiger wanted to eat the bahula. So Brahman says, no, you both don't go, I will go instead. So actually after arguing, all three went to in that forest. That's what Braj forest. So now the tiger was waiting. So they telling the tiger, each of them were saying that you accept me, and then calf says you accept me, Brahman says you accept me, and still he was contemplating that tiger to whom I had to eat. But this was actually the folk lore, means in the Braj. At that time, that actually Krishna appeared with the Sudarshan Chakra. And he said to tiger that I will give you everlasting fame if you consider the leniency, the honesty, and the truthfulness of Bahula, and leave her alone and let her go back to her home. Then actually when you see, Krishna there, then who will have any kind of desire like this? Like Bhakta Dhruv went to in the search for the kingdom and so many big things, but when he saw the Narayan, he forgot everything. Because when you see the Krishna, you have no desire for anything. So then Bahula and everybody went home. So now here Krishna also was so pleased with Bahula's honesty, truthfulness, and integrity that he said that from this one will be known as Bahulavan. He put the name after her name, that Bahulavan. And also he said that in the next life you will be one of my consort, and she become one of his wife in the next birth. And also he said that day today will be known as Bahulastami from today. So that's why the Bahulastami, the name was given there. Now this as I mentioned that Bahulastami, that Radha Kund appeared in this material world. Now this and this how it appeared, this involves it happens to be killing of a demon named Aristasur. Now Aristasur was sent by Tams, and this just happened when Krishna wanted to go back to Vrindavan, and he just did one pastime where when a serpent swallowed the Nanda Baba, and he rescued, Krishna rescued him. At that time, after that this pastime happened about Aristasur. Now Aristasur was very gigantic and very ferocious bull, and he was so big that his hump was looking like a mountain. Even clouds was covering, thinking that this is this is a mountain. And he, with his hooves, he started digging the earth, and the earth was shaking, and then whole like the homes were destroyed, and then the trees were uprooted, and it started frightening and scaring the residents of bridge. And devotee got scared, and it is said that his terrible sound was so big that some of the gopis who were pregnant, they got miscarriage. So, you know that when there is a problem or some kind of danger, devotees or take shelter of Krishna. So they went to Krishna and said that you have to protect us from this demon. So now this demon, so Krishna went to Aristasur and said that how dare you come here in presence of me? But you know that Aristasur came actually on Kamsa's advice to kill Krishna. So he was actually in the mood of killing Krishna. So he actually charged towards Krishna to attack him, and as soon as he attacked, Krishna got hold of his horns and with the grab his horns and then throw him so many feet away. So he fell down, see, but then at that time he got more aggressive, and he started looking with his red and big eyes and got more force and charged towards Krishna. At this time, Krishna took his horn and put him on the ground. And it is said that just like, Dhobi, he cleaned his cloth by putting on the ground in the stone. Same way Krishna put him and beat him so much that his life air is gone and he's dead. After this pastime, Krishna went to see the Radharani. But at that time Radharani says, no, you cannot come close to me. Why? Because you are contaminated. Why? Because you have killed a bull. Then Krishna explained that he was not a bull, actually he was a demon in the form of a bull. So I don't think that I am contaminated. But he said, no, you kill a bull, even though he was in the body of a bull, but nonetheless you got a sin. So you have to purify yourself by doing an atone and taking bath not taking bath, by purifying yourself by the holy waters or sacred waters in the universe. All the holy water are rivers in the universe. So Krishna says, well, I don't have to go in each places. Instead, I will call all the rivers to come to me. Instead, I will going and traveling, because after all they are my servants. So Krishna, with the right leg heel, he made a hole where the Rastasur was killed, and then a big pond filled there, a big pond opened there, and then he called all the rivers to come there. First, actually, that Bhagavati, he called all the personified rivers to come there. So, first of all, the Bhagavati came is Ganga, mother. In the lower planet, Ganga is known as Bhagavati, and then other rivers also came, like Ganga. Ganga is, I think, is the daughter of Himavat. I don't know, maybe confused. Then Other one is the Kaveri, and Kaveri says that actually first Bhagavati came, and then Krishna said to gopis and Radharani that all the personified rivers are here. But then gopis said, no, we don't believe you. So Krishna motioned to all the rivers to introduce themselves, herself or himself. So everybody start giving their introduction. So Ganga says that I am the daughter of Himavat, because he is the king of all the mountains. And then Kaveri came and she said that, well, I took this form because of Brahma's blessing. And then Godavari says, I am the sweet water like Krishna. And Saraswati said, I am the one which everybody uses during Veda and mantras, and Sant use my name. And Narmada. So all these river came and introduced themselves. At that time, Gopi convinced. He said, okay, all the river came. So then, by doing this act, Krishna got a little bit arrogant and he got a little proud. So he think that I took that atone to these holy rivers, and you see my feet is miraculous clean. But since you have taken a part, you taking on behalf of a bull, so you have to atone also, because and you have never performed any religious activity which pleases Brahma. So when Radharani heard these harsh words, she says, okay, I will make also a pond better than yours. So she cracked her bangles and start making a ditch where he found a print of hooves of Aristotle. So by doing this, the gopis are also joined with her, and within some time they made a big ditch. At that time, Krishna, since he is very merciful and he knows his devotee, he cannot see his devotee working hard. He offered that you can take the water from my kund to your kund. But Radharani refused, said, no, we cannot take your water because it is contaminated, because it is sin. You had sin and you took the shower, so it is contaminated. So, no, we cannot take it. So we will take from where? From Mansi Ganga. And that's Mansi. So, but Mansi Ganga was too far. So what they did, that all the gopi lined up, and with the pots they start filling that ditch. And again Krishna was astonished and see that hard work and efficiency, and he motioned to all the rivers, the personified rivers. So what happened? All rivers went to Radharani with folded hand and asked that please and glorify Radharani, and said that you are the supreme goddess, goddess fortune, and not only nobody knows your glories, even Brahma and Shiva, but please accept, please fulfill our desire and bless us. So Radharani asked that what blessing or desire you have. So they asked that please take our water into your kund. At that time Radharani was very pleased, and then they break the banks of Shamkund, and the water rushed into the Radha Kund. And both Radharani is flooded with Shamkund. So at that time Radharani was very pleased, and she took a bath in Shamkund. But she said, and then she declared that whoever take whoever take bath in this Sham Kund will have same love as Krishna has for me. At the same time, Krishna, Krishna took the bath in the Radha Kund. Is it right or not? Yes. No. It's, Prabhu, I'm 68, so now I'm getting some little memory. The short-term memory.
You need to dip in Radha Kund.
Krishna took a bath in Radha Kund and said that Radha Kund is as dear to me as Radharani. So if you take bath in Radharani, you will get love of with my love means whatever I have for Radharani, you will get that love in that. So this way, the Radha Kund and Sham Kund, sometimes I get even confused with the name of Sham Kund Prabhu. I am trying to say Sham Kund Prabhu. I have to stop there, this is.
Yeah, you have too much association.
And now Prabhu, this is, even when I call somebody, and I immediately Hari Bol and Prabhuji, means he is the bank of guy, that never is. He's about so he's getting. But anyway, so this way, this Radha Kund and Sham Kund form, means in this material world. Now actually this, when Krishna left this world, spiritual world, at that time his great son, that is Vajranath, he is the one who excavated some of the walls and some of the place there, so the people can walk, because this was 5,000 years before. At that time, after disappeared. And then when this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enters the bridge, taking sannyas, he was looking for these two ponds, but he could not find. But since, because of his loving ecstasy, love towards Krishna, he can visualize, he saw two small ponds filled with some water. So then he asked the local people said that this is actually, one is the Kari Ghat and one is Gori Ghat. The Kari means black and Gori means fair color. So he, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because of his divine love, he immediately knows that these are nothing but is Radha Kund and Sham Kund. So when he saw and he knew that this is his feelings, so he was so ecstatic that he started trying to jump into that water to get bath. But and then later on, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told his associates to take care of this place, and especially six Goswami, that is Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Das Bhatt Goswami, Gopal Das Bhatt Goswami, all six Goswamis. He said to put all the Radharani's deities wherever the pastime happened and excavated this Radha Kund and Sham Kund. But then they started doing this, and this actually was not done by who that he left for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to do it. This. Swami and so then at that time then Raghunath Das Goswami came in that bridge, but that he came after the departure of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when he heard about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he got so much feeling intense separation, and so he actually wanted to do suicide. So, but Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami told him that no, you have to stay at the foot of Radha Kund and take care of all these things. But he first refused, but then he came to know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given Giriraj Sila and Gunjamala. Then immediately, I get emotional. Immediately, Chaitanya means he knew that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must see that because he wanted me to stay at the foot of Radha Kund. But then, so he started living there. But then he thought that in future, actually, Radha means so many millions of people will come and visit this Radha Kund and Sham Kund. So I should take care of this Kund. Then he started doing some engineering and he calculating how much money it require and all those things. And then for a moment he thought that what am I thinking about this? Because this is not my business. Because I should be just concentrated on my bhakti. But then actually first of all he thought that it requires so much money. From where the money will come? At the same time, one richest man, his name is Samarpan, he was going to Badrinath to give a big charity. So, and then before he was going, he got a dream. In a dream, Badrinath told him that you give all this money to Raghunath Das, who is in Braj at the foot of Radha Kund. So that Samarpan went to bridge and looked for Raghunath Das, and then he found that where he was, and then all of a sudden he gave this money to Raghunath Das. But Raghunath Das actually was not that expert. So he has Jiva Goswami. At that time, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, as this is gone. So Jiva Goswami was very expert in engineering and designing about this Radha Kund and Sham Kund. To excavate and fill all those things. So first of all, he did that Radha Kund, and he made a very nice quadruple boundary and made so people can walk and see the Radha Kund. But when he was doing Sham Kund, Sham Kund, then at that time a dream came in his, he got a dream where Yudhishthira Maharaj came in his dream and said that please, when you construct this Radha Kund, please do not cut these 5 trees, because these 5 trees representing us. And then when Jiva Goswami made the Radha Kund, that's why the Radha Kund shape is not that exactly quadruple, it's little bit triangular. So he prepared that. So now this Radha Kund and Sham Kund formed. Then Prabhupada mentioned that how to see a Radha Kund and how to take bath in this, because he said we should not just go and do any kind of thing in this Kund, as we saw that how exotic this Radha Kund is, the glories are. Because in this material world we are suffering so much, and here this Radha Kund is so potent. If you go and take, because so many devotees, even they don't go inside and put their leg because they say that it is dirty. So they sprinkle. I have 3 or 4 times opportunity to have sprinkle water in there. So this way, this Bahulastami today, that the Radha Kund appeared, Radha Kund and Shyam Kund in this material world. So, thank you so much.
Question?
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Very nice class.
I hope I have done it because I forget so many things, but it's about this.
Wonderful class.
What you remembered was very nice. We don't know what you forgot.
Well, this is all. I have to look at Ananda Mataji for encouraging me because so much, and that words also I said because I heard she sent me the video, means audio, so. And I did so much, I remember now.
Yeah.
It's good that I can remember now. But see, Prabhu, I mean, after reading this, means I was reading this about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and this thing. I mean, believe it or not, I'm not that devotional, but somehow tears comes. You know, means I know it's not a devotional tear, it's maybe emotional tear. So, even, you know, means I see that we are suffering so much here in this material world, and see, we don't even know what the importance of Radha Kund and so many things, and association of devotees. And,
It is said the annihilation of world will happen, only one place will survive, that's Radha.
Radha Kund.
yeah. And some Kund too, right now.
Radha Kund
Radha
is
Kund
exclusively
Some
mentioned.
same, yeah.
Includes pretty much. I mean, it's connected.
But this comparison, Rupa Goswami compared, means this was Bhakti Rasamrita, right? But he said there was a comparison between the material world, means better than material world is the Vaikuntha Dham.
Yes, that's Upadesha.
Yeah. So means that big comparison, material world and
I think it starts with Vaikuntha.
Vaikuntha Janito Jara.
Madhupuri.
That is, yeah, but that is from Mathura to Vrindavan, I mean, that material world and Vaikuntha. Compared to that.
No, the Mathura is not considered material Dharma. Krishna is there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Krishna is there, so Raj is
Yeah.
spiritual.
No, but he compared that material, better than material world
Is
is Vaikuntha.
Ah, sure.
So,
It's natural.
uh,
But that comparison is not there in the verse.
not there. But I heard from some acharyas.
Yes.
So they say, but that's big,
Big jump.
big jump. Yeah. If you said that maybe like Brahmalok and something.
Maybe
But anyway,
maybe it has been compared like that because material world is filled with anxiety.
anxiety, yes.
Vaikuntha is without anxiety.
Yeah.
That way they must have compared.
See, we came, means now I see that when he said that associates of Lord and Radharani himself accompanying with Krishna doing the pastime. And Krishna says that you guys went because of your Ichha Dvesh Samudana, because you wanted to enjoy yourself, so you came here. Think about that, what we were doing. I don't know what that thought came in, how that thought can
What
come
was that
that,
moment?
yeah, that we had to be, you know, I don't know how that thought can come in there, that you
That's
can
the one
enjoy
point.
independent to Krishna.
That's the one question Prabhupada asked us to not bother about.
Hmm.
We shouldn't ask that question.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not worth it.
Yeah, that is, first of all, Prabhupada says, first of all, you know that you are not this body. So, thank you, Prabhu, and I hope I didn't make any
It's
mistake.
very sweet. Thank you.
Thank
Full of
you
nectar.
very much. So we thank Rupa Vilas Prabhu very, very much.
Haribol!
First time anyone gave gives lecture is always a little bit nervous, but
Yeah.
people are
Oh,
prepared very
I forgot to give in the deadline. That this is today is my first class. Not that first class, but that's the first class.
You prepared that punch also?
first class.
Don't think it is a first class, but it is the first class.
Even your second class will be first class.
See, I forgot that one.
Anything related to Krishna is absolute.
It's first class, yes.
Very nice, very nice.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
Very
Thank you.
well.
Haribo,
So we will have Shayan Darshan at 8:45. Meantime, we can sing Gopi Gate. And I believe we will have a little bit Radha Kund water.
Oh.